Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the holidays. And what a fun night that was to celebrate with everyone, just to have a fun time. I really enjoy getting together with everyone and meeting everyone's significant others, and just a real fun time. So thanks for being there, and thanks to everyone that helped out with that holiday party. It was, it takes time, and so all the morale committee, thank you for being there and helping set up. So we don't have any new employees this month, but we do have some anniversaries. And I'm looking around and I don't see the first one. So Paul Swanson has been here 1 year. So happy anniversary to Paul Swanson. And so when you see him, give him a little shout out. And also Mike Pothoff. Mike Pothoff is right here, so happy anniversary, Mike. Thanks for all you do. And I just want to thank you so much for coming in last week and helping me while Mike was gone starting vehicles, so I do appreciate that. And Pong, one of our mechanics, has been here 3 years, so when you see Pong, just give him a little shout out for helping us with those buses. And Doug Lips. Doug Lips has been here 6 years. Thank you, Doug. Awesome. We appreciate everything you do here for Newtrax. So I just kind of want to go over the schedule a little bit over the holidays with everyone. So that Monday, the 23rd, we do have some routes. So Newtrax is open that day, but PAI, Merrick, Northeast are all closed. So if you have that route that day, you will not be working. So if you have an MSS route, you will. So there are like only 3 routes that are going on those days, and Dale as well. So that Monday, I need all those MSS people to come in. And we also have some community events. So if any driver wants to work that day, doesn't want to use a floating holiday, those floating holidays that you get every year, that's a good day to use the floating holiday. But if you do want to work that day, I do have community events, so please come and see me. And it will be not as many people around here, but there will be people driving. So the 23rd, we are open the 24th and the 25th. I do have 2 shifts on the 24th. So if anyone wants to drive Christmas Eve, there's 2 church events. I do need 2 drivers for that as well. And if you are a full-time driver, you would get that holiday pay, plus you would get for driving that event. The 25th, we are closed. There's nothing going on, so happy holidays for that day. So come and see me if you would like to work the 23rd or the 24th. Thank you. Now we're going to talk about some expectations. Let's all take a deep breath, because it seems like our expectations, some of it is just common sense. Wearing our vests. Not under our jackets, but over our jackets. Wow. Would we really have to do that? Yes. We need to wear them over our jackets. I mean, if you're wearing like the jackets that Paul and Janet have on right now, you don't need to. But if you're wearing a vest or like a vest that Stephanie has on, you would still need to have to wear a vest over that. So I just want, common sense, right? I mean, like the sweatshirt here that Scott's got. I mean, these are visible, like the jacket that Alicia has on. I didn't say the wrong name, like I almost did this morning. So yes, so just common sense. A lot of these are common sense. Getting out of your seats. Why do we need to get out of our seats? We work with people with special needs. We work with seniors. They need a little extra help. And so when I look at video and I see drivers sitting in their seats and not helping riders, and they fall, you know how sad, I mean, it just saddens my heart. So we really, you guys have got to get out of your seats. I can't put the importance of how it is. And I know a lot of clients are, very ambulatory, but just getting down there and greeting them at the doors. Good morning, making sure that they click in their seatbelts. Calling dispatch when something out of the ordinary happens on your bus. I mean, I don't know how many times an incident or an accident happens and you get back here and something, like, you need to call dispatch. I mean, it is so important to call dispatch when something happens on your vehicle that's out of the ordinary. And if you don't know what that is, call dispatch and find out what that is. Okay, drinking and eating on your bus. Okay, having water, coffee, you have that, you can have that. But again, common sense, being mindful when riders are on that bus, they can't eat or drink on that bus. So we don't, not to expect for you guys to eat and drink on that bus. But if you're over at a site, you don't have any people on your bus, and you need a cracker because you're having, you need to do that. Absolutely. But having a full lunch, using your leg to, do the, I've seen it, you guys. I have seen it. So you cannot do that. Distracted driving. Your phones have got to be put away. You cannot see you guys on those phones. That's another thing. I don't want to see when we were watching, when we see video. I know I'm being hard. You know me. I'm all about getting together and kumbaya, but we have got to start doing common sense and driver expectations. And also, when I know everyone, staff want to help, you want to talk to the staff, but when you are tying down wheelchairs, you have got to focus. I know staff want to come on the bus and say hi to people and communicate with you, but there's nothing wrong with saying, I really need to do my job right now. I need to focus on the wheelchairs. I'm making sure that they all, you start from the beginning and you finish. Because if you've ever seen a wheelchair tip, it's horrifying. And a rider could really seriously get hurt. And if it does happen to you, do not pick up that wheelchair. You call
dispatch.
Thank you. I know, so I just want us all to get back focused, common sense, and remembering that we are curb to curb. If someone needs assistance up at that house, you do not go up to that house. You call into dispatch and you ask them what you need to do. Okay, enough of my little being on a soapbox and up here. So I do appreciate you guys. I mean, you guys do a lot of rides. You guys do good. It's amazing, and it was so fun to have some fun last Friday. So thank you. I am going to the dispatch. We're going to have a little note. Here comes some more fun. We're going to have Kevin and Whitney.
Thank you, Patty. About the reminders from dispatch, if you have questions about them after, just save the questions for afterwards, just because we're limited on time. But the first reminder for you, just log out of your tablets when you're done with your routes. If you don't know how to do that, you can check with dispatch, check with Retta about that. I know on the tablet itself, in the upper right-hand corner, you hit the three dots, log out there, and then hit yes and log out of your tablet. This will save us a lot of hassle for the next person that uses that tablet, but someone's going to use it for a route or a community run or something like that. What's that?
So, going off that, when you log out your tablet, if you're not driving in the afternoon, please don't log into the afternoon routes because it confuses all of us. We gotta log them out, log them back in, so if you're just driving in the morning, log them in the morning. That's it.
All right. Okay, if running late too, a reminder, just if it's 10 minutes or longer, just call dispatch so we can call ahead of to the houses. 10 minutes. Just a reminder to do that. We appreciate that. For route buses, for subs using some of the route buses and stuff like, for certain the community stuff or whatever, leave the buses as you found them. Try not to, just don't take things off the dashboard and all that kind of thing. Just leave it the way you found it. I know the route drivers will appreciate that. There's some pucks need to be put away, locks and stuff. Please do that. I think it just goes a long way. And just to be respectful of that bus. Another one, when I'm out there driving, at times I see the turn signals and the flashers aren't being used. It's a safety concern, so just remember to use your signals and your flashers. I know at the sites, we're still doing that, but at the middle door at Merrick, we do use the flashers when you're there, picking up at that door. But just a reminder to do that. That's a safety concern. Also, sanitizing the seats in the buses after your route and after using the bus. It's flu season, so please do that and bring the bottles inside. You don't want them to freeze, so appreciate that. Also, sub drivers, loop drivers, community drivers, check your buses after each location after you drop off, because we're finding that people are leaving things on the bus and we have to go back and drop it off. So please check your buses after each drop off, and so we don't have to turn you back around to drop that off. When you call it in the dispatch too, if you could keep the conversation short and to the point. It's really hard to carry on a conversation with the tablet and the radios. So just keep them, like I said, short and to the point. If there's more information we need to talk about, we can do that in the office. So we appreciate that. And also bring the tablets inside at night after your route. You can't be leaving it on the bus. Also, and the middays, yes, middays. Please bring them in. The client notes for sub-drivers, make sure you click on that note field that you see for the clients, because there's notes in there that you're going to need if you haven't done the route before. So make sure you hit that note field to see what you need to know prior to dropping off that particular client. And tablet training, if you need any, some help with the tablet, Bretta can help you with that. So see Bretta if there's any questions about the tablet. Also turn off your heaters when you get back from your route. Turn off the heaters in the bus. We appreciate that. We can't have those things blasting.
It's a large load on the alternator when you start it up.
Right.
Everything going.
Gotcha. So thanks for doing that. Refresh the tablet too. If you cannot hear us on the radio or on the tablet, refresh the tablet and to see if that helps at all. So that's just, I know sometimes you can't hear us on the radio. So refresh the tablet does help. And if you have questions on it, you can see dispatch. Yeah. Oh, right. Also, when calling into dispatch, turn the radios down when you call in, because all we hear is the radio. It's blasting, so that could be a little irritating. So turn the radio down, and also when calling into dispatch, give us a little grace if we don't get back to you right away, just because we might be dealing with somebody else or a phone call or whatever. So please just give us a little grace at that if we don't get back to you right away. And what was the other one?
Last but not least, I can say this one. When you guys ask us to call into the houses and you see a sad person, let us know right away. Because when we call a house and you guys don't answer us, we're continuing to call and call and call. And then somebody says, oh, they came out. So just let us know, like, they're coming to us now, or we see them, so then we'll have to keep calling. Because we go through a process of trying to get an emergency contact called the sirens, all of that. So just helps a little bit. That's it.
All right. I think that's it, guys. We appreciate it. We do appreciate Dr. Patty. Thank you for all you do. We appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you, Ms. Patrick, for all that you do. and being ready and available for whatever is next. So right now I'm just going to do a few benefit highlights for you guys, just as some reminders. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. One thing is this could be a wonderful, joyful, fantastic season for most of us, but for some of us it's not, for various reasons. It could be lost, or this could be a hard time of year, maybe your family's not here, there could be a lot of different things going on. And I just want to remind you that we have what's called an employee assistance program. You'll hear me talk about it several times a year because I think it's a great benefit. It's available to all employees. It doesn't matter if you're part-time, how many hours you work, full-time, and it can help you. Can you pass me one of the flyers, please? So it's not just for, like, if you need to talk to someone about something difficult that you're going through or just want to process something, there are people there for that. But it's also with, like, you can get up to 5 counseling sessions. And it also has help for community resources like childcare, parenting help, financial advisor support. We even have an attorney for legal consultation for like 30 minutes. They can help you with a will or estate planning or anything like that. So just keep that in mind that this is here for you. It is available. It is anonymous. We don't know anything about it. We just pay for it so that you have access to it. So please do use this. I do have a couple of flyers up here if you want to take one later. So any questions about that? The EAP? Okay. So I just want to let you know that that is available to you. Also, a great reminder, we talked about it last month, that we are shifting from a membership at Tiger Fitness to a fitness reimbursement program that will kick off in January, that we will reimburse you up to $15 per month for whether it's a YMCA membership, Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, if you have a yoga club you like to go to, if you have a dance card, not like at a club, at like a place that, like a studio that does that, or what is it, cardio drumming, whatever it is that you're doing for fitness to keep in shape, to keep your body moving. We do have a reimbursement program for that for $15 per month, and I do have the enrollment form here. We'd love you to take advantage of that. It's all you have to do is turn in your receipts every 3 months, or not, or you're saying that you have your membership and that you paid for it. And we do have a form for that too. It's just every 3 months, and then we'll reimburse you for that $15 per month. So if you have questions about that, please see myself or Angie, and we can help walk you through that. We would love for you to take advantage of that. We'd love to help pay for those fitness memberships. Next, I'm going to turn it over to Mike, and he's got a couple other benefit updates for us. Welcome, Mike Greenbaum.
Hello, before we get into benefits, just a couple other things that I'd like to go over quickly. I just want to reiterate some of Patty's thoughts, thanking Patty, the rest of the morale committee that put a lot of time and effort into Friday night's event because of their desire to try to create an environment that people can have a good time, get to know each other, their families, their spouses better, and appreciate all the time that went into that. I think someone over there in purple wrapped over 100 gifts. It's a great opportunity to get to know people and their significant others, those type of things. And I know I value that, and unfortunately I wasn't able to stay there for the whole time, but it is a good opportunity for that. So really appreciate the time that went into that. So thank you. Another thing I wanted to talk about that says a lot about who we are as an organization and the care that we have is, as we talked about, we're sponsoring 2 families at Willow Elementary that's about a quarter mile away from here again this year. We did this last year, and as we reached out this year to let them know that we would like to sponsor a couple more families, they sent an email back to us, and I just want to read this to you first. I think so. Hello, Mike. That was great that you're willing to do this again. Thank you very much. I know how grateful the family you helped last year was. In fact, the clothes that were provided to a 5th grade girl made a huge difference in her confidence. She's a very withdrawn young lady who was being raised by her aunt and her mom after her mom's death. She didn't have the nicest clothes and typically wore the same outfit a few times in 1 week. She completely came out of her shell in January and was so much more talkative and outgoing. When I talked to one of her teachers about her growth, she felt it had to do with her new clothes. She was so much more confident. What a gift you all gave her. Just amazing. So Brett is organizing this again this year for us. If anyone would like to contribute to the 2 families that we're giving to this year, that would be terrific. No obligation. We know many of you this time of year, money things are difficult, financial things are tough, but the difference that we were able to make was absolutely fantastic. The organization is going to match up to $250 of the gifts given. We'll bring those over Friday. When I was able to talk to the person that coordinates this and the social worker there, they told me the 2 families that we are helping this year are both new to the area and are going through some very extremely difficult financial situations. But the kids that are part of these families are always coming to school with a very positive attitude and help uplift others, even though the challenges they are having. So it does make a difference. Within the White Bear area, Willows is a school that really needs the support. Overall, the White Bear Area School District, about 30% of families qualify for what they used to call free readers lunches, because there's a free, it's not that anymore. At Willow, the percentage is over 75%, and significantly higher than any other school in the district. So the support is needed and appreciated. So anything we can do is fantastic. So, and Brett, I thank you for organizing that. It's very, very appreciated. I know there's been some confusion. Patty went over this year's holiday schedule. The 2025 holiday schedule is there. And when you're trying to understand what dates are off, make sure we're looking at the right calendar for which dates are which. That is posted back there. I think you highlighted which is 24 and which is 25. But if anyone has any questions about our 25 holiday calendar, that is here as well. And I believe New Year's Day this year is on a Wednesday. So it's just New Year's Day that we are off. So we're just off that Wednesday. So any other questions with that, please let us know. As far as the benefits, I feel we have some great news to be able to share. Along with some Christmas music. So when we went to renew our insurance in November, our insurance renewals came back better than we had budgeted for this upcoming year. And as we've talked about in the past, when that happens, our desire is to give that back organizationally. And so over the year, we tried to get some feedback about which benefits are the most appreciated, which things you'd like us to look into. And we did look into a number of those with our insurance company. And if you brought some of those to our attention and did not carry that forward, please feel free to come to me. I'm happy to talk to you why decisions were made that were. The one benefit that we did decide to continue to increase is the 403B match. So starting in January, the pay period match will be $40. So Newtrax will match $40 to your 403B that you designate into that. If you want help, if you're not currently participating, or you are and you want to bump up your match, you can do that online. if you need help or assistance, Andy can help you with that. It's something that, I strongly encourage doing whatever you can to help prepare for your future, for your retirement. So I encourage everyone to do that. It's something we're happy to be able to do. Secondly, as we look at the other options that people have brought to our attention, and just through conversations with people, the thing that people seem to value the most is just flat out getting more compensation. So with that in mind, what we'll do that will come on your December 27th paycheck is for all full-time drivers, there'll be an additional $200 bonus. And for part-time drivers, it'll be $100. We truly felt that that was the best way to allow everyone to benefit from those advantageous insurance renewals. We know everyone can use it, especially this time of year. So those bonuses, that is not instead of the $50 end of year bonus that you will likely be getting sometime maybe later this week, but that is on the top of that. So that's something you can all look forward to on the December 27th paycheck. Additionally, I believe we have started some of the reviews already. If not, they will be happening over the next few weeks. And for those of you that have been here a while, at those annual reviews, there's a merit increase that, based on a couple of factors of how the year went, that you're qualified for an annual merit increase. That merit increase this year is right around that 5% level. And so again, it's something we're very excited to be able to do. This is the second year in a row organizationally that we were able to have our merit increase be higher than what our area's cost of living adjustment is. So our hope is that we're able to continue moving ahead a little bit from what inflation cost of living is. So we're very excited to be able to do that again this year. And again, it comes back to the work you guys are doing on a daily basis. The effort, the safety, the work you are doing that allows us to grow, to build, to do more community. That's what organizationally allows us to be able to do these things. And we love to be able to do it. This growth is not about making owners of Newtrax any more money. It's not about those type of things. We try to put as much back into you guys as we possibly can. This is a nonprofit. They're not owners of the organization. So our desire is to put as much of that back to you guys as we possibly can. So,
I have a question.
yes.
About us,
What's that?
with the bonuses.
Who? What?
Me and mine.
Yeah, we were talking to you guys, yeah. No, and
Don't forget about us.
yeah. Brad, Whitney, Kevin, Whitney, thank you for coming up here and addressing everyone. I think it's great for the team to hear from you guys directly and how you guys are handling the day-to-day operations and not just having us talk to everyone else about the messages we're getting. So thank you for getting on here. We appreciate that. Just a couple other items and I'll open it up as we wait for our pizza to any additional questions organizationally. Our lease in this building comes due at the end of June, so we're all gonna have to start packing real quickly. No, we are in the end stages of negotiating a 7-year lease extension with Barnett. But with that, there will be some changes that are coming. Barnett is actually building a new building over the next 18 months to 2 years. So there will be construction going on here, so we're gonna have to have a level of patience as they go through that process. They will be building a new building between where their existing building is in the parking lot and here. So, we will work with them. They will continue to communicate with us how it's going to impact us. The first thing we're going to see is that fenced in area we have. They're gonna have to take half of that for a period of time to grade it for drainage. So hopefully drains the whole area better. And then after they do that, we get that area back. And eventually we will get an overlay on our parking lot, which we know has been an issue for a long time, and that will help us as well. So that process you will start seeing probably sooner rather than later. And you know, we know it's going to be a pain on us a little bit as they go through this process. But to be good neighbors and tenants, we're just going to have to be patient and try to work through it as much as we can.
Do you know yet whether we're going to lose any spots in the parking?
You know, they're about a foot just on the edge of the parking lot, but we will not be losing anything that will be noticeable at all. And eventually we'll gain some additional space in back because the plan is to get rid of that outbuilding, get rid of all the interior lights, and have all the lighting on the exterior, which will help create more space in both of those areas. So that will be helpful to us as well. So that's the lease microphone. So with that, you know, we are.
I just want one clarification. Just one clarification going back to the 403B to make sure it's understood, especially for those folks who are new. Everyone, as soon as you start, you're eligible to at least put money into your 403B. And once you've reached 1,000 hours, you can start the matching program. So I just want to make sure that everyone knows that everyone can contribute to the 403B. You're already signed up. And also, it's $40 per pay period. Especially if you're a new employee, it's $40 per pay period that Newtrax will match. So that's $80 a month. So just kind of looking at it that way to make sure we said it's $40 per pay period. Is there any questions about that? Is everybody good?
The question was, is that a 401k? A 403B and a 401k are the same thing. There used to be some small differences. 403B is for nonprofits, 401k is for profits. Now they're the exact same thing. So there is no difference between a 403B and a 401k. So with
Hello again. When to work. I had to do some scheduling changes, especially for those sub drivers. So please look at your when to work. And I know I did that to Bruce and Megan and I don't know, I might have done it to some other people. So please let me know if that doesn't work. And that's where you review if you come schedule with us. So please be looking at your when to work. Always look at your when to work. That is how we communicate with you guys. So it's so important for you guys to be looking at that daily and not weekly and then being, oh, I didn't think I had a midday or something like that. Please everyone, just, that's where we do a lot, all of our communication. Please look at when to work.
all right, with that, as we wait for the pizza to come, any other general Newtrax questions? Well, we have some time that people might have that we can answer for you.
Where are the buses?
New buses coming. We were hoping to get 2 to 4 of them by the end of the year. We were told Friday evening that those first 4 will be sometime after January before they can get inspected. They're bringing one over actually later this afternoon for us to go through kind of a dry run, make sure it has everything that we had ordered and wanted. But the 4 of those 8 are in Minnesota and in process, so that those 4 will be coming soon, and the other 4 within 30 days after. We're still told that the next 8 will be sometime late spring, summer. So we have another 16 new buses on the way. People have to have questions. If not, Bob's gonna get back up here and sing again. Oh, Whitney wants to
Is
say.
the heat gonna work on the bus
Is it?
Our battery's not gonna die. The transmission's not gonna go out.
Yeah, it's, we were a little disappointed with this last batch of buses. They didn't seem to have the same quality as the previous ones had. Unfortunately, there's nothing we are able to do about that. Our mechanics have done a fabulous job keeping the buses we have in as good a shape and on the road as much as they possibly can. But we can only control the things we can control.
So please don't hit things.
One more thing about winter work, because I know community cancels the events. They cancel them on winter work too. So are you guys getting those when canceled? You know, I just want to make sure that you should be getting an email when those community events get canceled as well.
I can help them with their notifications.
And if you do not have winter work on your phone, please come and see Douglas. I mean, it's just how we communicate. And I can't express how much you need to have that. What else?
Did everybody sign it?
Did everybody sign this? This is how, okay, we'll put that around. And then also, we have new drivers. These driver meetings are under training. So if you need to punch out and punch back in under training when we have these meetings as well. And then if you're doing a community event, like there was a couple people that I need to talk to that when you go, like your routes is regular. So when you go into a community event, please clock out of your route and then clock back in community event. If you need help on that in Paylocity, please come see Angie, myself, and we can show you how to do that, Douglas. Not contracting, because I know a couple people are putting contracting work, it's community. So we can show you that as well. And if you don't know how, also in Paylocity, to, after you've been accepted for having time off on when to work, going into Paylocity and then saying if you want to use PTO, floating holiday, unpaid, you do that yourself, I accept it, bam, it goes right into Paylocity, and it's wonderful. I don't have to hound you and come looking for you. So that is a lifesaver too. So you don't have Paylocity on your phones, I encourage you to get that too on your phone, because it is a wonderful as well.
PTO will over in June. Floating holidays go away again.
Yeah, so if you have a floating holiday, they don't roll over. Does sub-dragging floating holidays roll over? That's
They're putting
something.
us PTO hours, so yeah.
So it's not, I see them as floating holidays though. Yeah, so when you guys give like 2 hours in January and 2 hours in June, it's floating holiday.
Anything that's floating holiday will get cleared out at the end of the
Yeah, so any floating holidays, you need to manage that yourselves, and that is on Paylocity, and you need to use that up. And now you can't just come running to me going, I need tomorrow off because I have that floating holiday. You need to manage that throughout the year of your floating holiday. PTO goes up until June 30th, and then that's when, we have the 40 hours, 80 hours,
Also manage
120, that you have to manage that as well throughout the year.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you don't know what I'm talking about floating holidays, come and see us as well.
Pizza?
Pizza's on the way. Domino's does not open early. So to get 17 pizza things, to get them here at 10:30 is not always the easiest thing to do. So it will be here momentarily.
I'll take it. So, I think it's here now. Meeting over.